Actually an extract from Act 5, Scene 1. So let's begin. So there are three characters here. The first character is the doctor. The second character, gentlewoman, who is a lady in waiting. She is an attendant to Lady Macbeth. And the third character is Lady Macbeth, wife of King Macbeth. So let's begin. So first with the doctor. I have 2 nights watched with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked? So here the doctor says, I've stayed up with you for 2 nights now, and I haven't seen any evidence of what you were talking about. When was it she last walked? Means, when was the last time you saw her sleepwalking? Since His Majesty went into the field. Since His Majesty refers to Macbeth. Went into the field means went into the battlefield or went to war. I have seen her rise from her bed. Put on her nightgown. So throw her nightgown upon her means put on her nightgown. Unlock her closet. Unlock her wardrobe. Take forth paper. Take out some paper. Fold it. Write upon it and then read it. And afterwards, she sealed it and again returned to bed. Yet all this while in a most fast sleep. So, while she does all of this, she's remaining asleep the entire time. Yet all this while in a most fast sleep means while doing all these activities, she's fast asleep. She remains asleep the entire time. Doctor, a great perturbation. So he finds this very unusual. So a great perturbation in nature to receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effects of watching. So he says it's unnatural to be asleep and act as if you are awake. In this slumbery agitation, besides her walking and other actual performances, what at any time have you heard her say? So, the doctor says that when she is like this, okay, when she is in this sleepless condition, besides her walking and performing various activities, actual performances refers to the various activities that she performs. Have you heard her say anything? Gentlewoman, that, sir, which I will not report after her. She says something, sir, but I will not repeat it to you. You may to me, and 'tis most meet you should. So the doctor says, you can tell me, and 'tis most meet you should. It's most essential that you should. So you really should. The gentlewoman. Now she replies, neither to you nor anyone, having no witness to confirm my speech. So she says, I will not confess it to you nor to anyone else, because there was no one else to witness her speech. So when she says this, enter Lady Macbeth with a taper. So Lady Macbeth, she enters with a taper. Taper refers to a candle. Lo you, here she comes. Look, here she comes. Lo you means look. Look, here she comes. This is her very guise. This is exactly how she always looks. And upon my life, fast asleep. So she says, I swear by God, I swear to it, that she is fast asleep. Watch her, observe her, watch her, stand close, keep hidden. So the gentlewoman asks the doctor to watch her while staying hidden. The doctor, how came she by that light? How did she get that light, that candle? Why, it stood by her. She has light by her continually. 'Tis her command. So she says it stands by her bedside. She always has to have a light next to her. 'Tis her command. Those are her orders. You see, her eyes are open. The doctor says, you see, her eyes are open. And the gentlewoman, aye, but their sense is shut. That means yes. they don't see anything. Their senses shut means they don't see anything. Doctor, what is it she does now? What's she doing now? Look how she rubs her hand. The gentlewoman, it is an accustomed action with her. She often does that. To seem thus washing her hands. So she looks like she's washing her hands. And I have known her continue in this a quarter of an hour. And I've seen her do that before for as long as 15 minutes. Quarter of an hour means 15 minutes. Lady Macbeth, yet here's a spot. There's still a spot here. Doctor, hark, she speaks. Hark means listen. She's talking again. I will set down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly. So he says that, look, listen, she's talking. I'll write down what she says, so I'll remember it better. Out, damn spot, out. I say 1, 2. Why then this time to do? Hell is murky. 5, my lord, 5. A soldier and afraid. What need we fear? Who knows it? When none can call our power to account. Yet, who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him? So here, Lady Macbeth, she says, rubbing her hands, come out, damn spot. Out, I command. Out, I say. Means out, I command. I command you. 1, 2, okay. It's time to do it now. It's time to do it now. Why then it is time to do? That means time to do it now. Hell is murky. Hell is gloomy. 5, my lord, 5. Nonsense, my lord, nonsense. You are a soldier and afraid. Why should we be scared? What need we fear? Who knows it? Why should we be scared when no one can lay the guilt upon us, when none can call our power to account, when no one can lay guilt upon us? But who would have thought the old man would have had so much blood in him? So it seems she's talking to somebody in her sleep, right? And it appears to be Macbeth. Doctor, do you mark that? Did you hear that? Lady Macbeth, the Thane of Fife, had a wife. Where is she now? What? Will these hands never be clean? No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You mar all with this starting. So, Lady Macbeth, the Thane of Fife, had a wife. Where is she now? What, will these hands never be clean? What? Will my hands never be clean? No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You'll ruin everything. You mar all this. Mar means ruin. So you'll ruin everything by acting in this manner, in this alarmed, starting means alarmed manner. You'll give way to everything. Go to, you have known what you should not. So this is what the doctor says. Go to, you have known what you should not. Now look what you've done. You heard something you shouldn't have. She has spoken what she should not. I'm sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known. So the gentlewoman says she said something she shouldn't have said, and I'm sure that heaven knows what secrets she's keeping. And heaven knows what secrets she's keeping. Lady Macbeth, here's the smell of the blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh, oh, oh. So I still have the smell of blood on my hand. All the perfumes of Arabia couldn't make my little hand smell better. Oh, oh, oh. What a sigh is there. The heart is sorely charged. What a heavy sigh. Her heart is carrying a heavy weight. The heart is sorely charged means her heart is carrying a heavy weight. Gentlewoman, I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body. I wouldn't want to have a heart like hers, even if you made me the queen, even if you made me somebody royal, like a queen. I still wouldn't like to have a heart like hers. Doctor, well, well, well. This disease is beyond my practice. Yet I have known those which I have walked in their sleep, who have died holily in their beds. So the doctor says, the disease is beyond my medical skills. But I have known people who sleepwalked and weren't guilty of anything. So here, who have died holily in their bed means that they weren't guilty of anything. They were innocent people. Lady Macbeth, wash your hands, put on your nightgown, look not so pale. I tell you yet again, Banquo buried. Banquo is buried. He cannot come out of grave. So this lady Macbeth again mumbles, wash your hands, put on your nightgown, don't look so frightened. Not so pale, pale because of being frightened. Okay, a person looks pale when he's frightened. So don't look so frightened. I tell you again, Banquo is buried. He cannot come out of his grave. Even so. Is this true? Even so here means, is this true? So this is quite a revelation for the doctor. So that's why he says, is this true? Lady Macbeth, to bed, to bed. There's knocking at gate. Come, 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 give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed. So Lady Macbeth says, to bed, to bed. There's a knocking at the gate. Come, 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 give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed, to bed. Will she go now to bed? Directly. So the doctor asks, will she go to bed now? And the gentlewoman replies, yes, right away, directly. The doctor, foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to their deaf pillows will discharge their secrets. So foul whispering refers to evil rumors. Evil rumors are going around. Okay, abroad here means all around. So they are going around. And unnatural deeds, unnatural acts will cause supernatural things to happen. Do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds, people with guilty and deranged minds. Infected minds, guilty minds, deranged minds will confess their secrets, will discharge their secrets means confess their secrets to their pillows as they sleep. More needs she the divine than the physician. This woman needs a priest. She needs a priest more than a doctor, more than a physician. Divine refers to the priest, the holy man. Okay, physician here refers to the doctor. So she needs the priest more than the doctor. God, God, forgive us all. God, forgive us all. So he's here talking to the gentlewoman. Look after her. Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance. Remove anything she might hurt herself with. And still keep eyes upon her. Watch her constantly. So good night. My mind she has mated, that she has held my attention. She has made me think. She has bewildered my mind. She's captured my mind and amazed my sight and amazed my eyes. I think but dare not speak. I have an opinion, but I don't dare to say it out loud. The gentlewoman says, good night, good doctor. And then they both exit. So this is all about this scene 1. And I hope you understood the meaning. And I want everyone, all the students, to read the lesson once again.